The royal family operates under a strict set of traditions, and wearing a tiara is no exception. Traditionally, only married royal women wear them, and they are reserved for formal occasions. However, with Queen Camilla now at the helm, new rules may be reshaping when and how other royals, such as Princess Kate and Meghan Markle, can wear these regal pieces. Is this a matter of asserting authority, a strategic display of power, or simply an evolution of tradition? Among the many cherished royal jewels, the aquamarine ribbon tiara holds special significance. It has long been a favorite of Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh. Due to her love for aquamarines, she proudly wore it on two grand occasions: the pre-wedding dinner for hereditary Grand Duke Guillaume of Luxembourg in 2012 and Princess Madeleine of Sweden's royal wedding in 2013. After those appearances, the tiara seemed to vanish, likely tucked away in the royal vault for safekeeping. That changed when Queen Camilla recently wore it at the latest diplomatic corps reception. Dazzling in a deep midnight blue velvet gown by Fiona Clare, she paired the tiara with a striking aquamarine and diamond necklace, matching earrings, and the king's family order. The sight of her wearing this once Sophie-favored piece ignited conversations among royal watchers, but the discussion doesn't end there. Selecting a tiara for a royal event involves more than just fashion. It follows a complex set of protocols. Recently, rumors suggest that Queen Camilla has introduced new restrictions on tiara wearing, potentially limiting choices for Princess Kate and Meghan Markle. The announcement has stirred debate among royal insiders and fashion enthusiasts alike, leaving many wondering, is this a shift in royal tradition or a subtle power move? Many people are puzzled by the changes in tiara-wearing protocol under Queen Camilla. During Queen Elizabeth II's reign, royal women had more freedom in choosing their tiaras. Whether for a state dinner or a gala, each woman could select a piece that suited her style, complemented the occasion, or even held sentimental value. Tiaras often reflected personal stories, family heritage, or mood, adding a touch of individuality to royal fashion. Now, Queen Camilla appears to be taking a different approach. The details of this new rule remain unclear, sparking speculation about its purpose and impact. Reports suggest the updated guidelines might impose stricter rules on when and how tiaras are worn, possibly restricting them to the most formal occasions. If true, this could signal a return to a more traditional and structured dress code, potentially limiting personal expression within the royal family. This shift has ignited a broader debate about tradition versus modernity in the monarchy. Some see the return to stricter rules as a way to uphold the institution's history and dignity. Others view it as a lost opportunity for today's royal women to express their personalities through fashion. But this change isn't just about tiaras. It raises larger questions about how the monarchy evolves and adapts to public expectations. Rather than a display of power, Queen Camilla's alleged rule may stem from a desire to safeguard the royal jewelry collection. These priceless tiaras are more than symbols of wealth and status. They represent centuries of royal heritage and cultural history. However, there's no denying that Camilla's role within the royal family has faced challenges, and this latest shift only adds another layer to the ongoing discussion about her influence and the future of royal traditions. For years, Camilla was seen as the other woman in Charles and Diana's marriage. So, could her approach to royal traditions, especially tiaras, be her way of solidifying her role as queen? Think about it. When carving out a place in royalty, every move is strategic, and nothing captures attention quite like a dazzling tiara. But before diving into this theory, let's take a moment to admire some of the most iconic pieces from the royal collection. One of the most famous is the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a timeless symbol of grace and tradition. Throughout history, tiaras have been linked to elegance and prestige, worn exclusively by brides on their wedding day or by married women. But wearing a tiara isn't as simple as placing it on one's head. It's an art. The key lies in positioning. A tiara must complement the wearer's face shape perfectly. Otherwise, it simply doesn't work. So, as Queen Camilla steps further into the spotlight, every tiara she chooses and every rule she sets could be shaping her legacy in ways more profound than fashion alone. To wear a tiara perfectly, knowing your face shape is key. For instance, round faces pair best with angular designs, while longer faces benefit from curved tiaras. But a flawless look isn't just about the tiara itself. Hairstyling plays a crucial role. A limp, center-parted hairstyle can dull the elegance of a tiara. So instead, opt for a sleek, pulled-back style with the sides neatly tucked behind the tiara's base for a refined and polished effect. A perfect example of tiara styling was Meghan Markle's wedding day look. She wore the stunning diamond bandeau tiara, originally crafted by Gerard, the former crown jeweler, for Queen Mary in 1893 as a wedding gift. Decades later, in 1947, Queen Mary passed it down to Princess Elizabeth as a token of her love for exquisite jewels. Queen Elizabeth II frequently wore it throughout her reign at grand galas, official portraits, and even on British currency, where its iconic fleur-de-lis design became a recognizable symbol. So when Queen Camilla recently wore the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a piece associated with Queen Elizabeth II for 75 years, it was a striking moment. For months, Camilla has been carefully selecting significant jewels from her late mother-in-law's collection, subtly marking King Charles III's reign while paying tribute to Queen Elizabeth's legacy. Jewelry historian Lauren Ina notes that Queen Camilla has now fully embraced the royal collection, bringing out different historical pieces to make a statement. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara is its affectionate nickname, Granny's Tiara. Its history is just as intriguing. It was purchased for Princess Mary of Teck using extra funds collected by a women's committee, making it a true symbol of royal heritage and public admiration. It's fascinating to learn that the fundraising effort for Princess Mary's Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara was so successful that it raised more than expected. Instead of keeping the extra funds, Princess Mary donated them to the families of the 358 sailors lost in the HMS Victoria tragedy, which occurred just before her wedding. Because of its versatile design, Queen Mary wore the tiara in many different ways. It could be worn with or without its geometric base, styled as a bandeau, or even transformed into a delicate circular coronet. Additionally, the piece could be detached and worn as a necklace, making it one of the most adaptable tiaras in the royal collection. However, in 1914, Queen Mary made significant modifications. She replaced 14 diamonds with pearls and redistributed the diamonds into her lover's knot tiara, which is now famously worn by the Princess of Wales. In the 1960s, Queen Elizabeth restored the tiara's original design and frequently wore it throughout her reign. Recently, Queen Camilla was seen wearing this historic piece, pairing it with dazzling white diamond jewelry and an elegant Bruce Oldfield gown. Jewelry historian Lauren Ina described the moment as feeling almost like another coronation, as Camilla officially embraced the late Queen's jewelry legacy. Of course, the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara is just one of many iconic royal tiaras. Another standout is the Vladimir tiara, a piece with its own rich history. Tiaras have long been symbols of status, dating back to the Greek and Roman empires, where they were worn by high-ranking men and women. While they had existed for centuries, it was Napoleon who revived and popularized them in the 19th century. He commissioned numerous elaborate tiaras for his wife, Empress Josephine, to establish his court as the most magnificent in Europe. Napoleon also saw these regal headpieces as a way to connect himself with the great emperors of the past. Inspired by Josephine's dazzling collection, noblewomen across Europe soon followed suit, making tiaras an essential part of aristocratic fashion in royal courts across the continent. Today, tiaras are more closely linked to royalty than ever before. These regal headpieces, adorned with diamonds, pearls, and precious gemstones, have been worn by royal women for centuries as symbols of status and wealth. Over time, tiara designs have evolved to reflect changing fashion trends, from traditional Russian kokoshnik styles to sleek Art Deco bandeau designs. No royal wedding feels complete without one, as tiaras remain the crowning glory of these grand occasions. A striking example is the Greville Emerald Kokoshnik Tiara, worn by Princess Eugenie on her wedding day. This breathtaking piece features an extraordinary 93.7-carat emerald, making it worth millions. However, the true value of a tiara goes beyond its price tag. It lies in the history and sentiment it carries. The Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, for instance, became one of Queen Elizabeth II's most iconic pieces, even appearing on British banknotes. Queen Elizabeth's private collection included around 50 tiaras, each with its own story. She was known to generously lend or gift them to family members for their weddings, adding a personal touch to royal traditions. One of the most treasured tiaras in the royal vault is the Vladimir tiara, which once belonged to Grand Duchess Vladimir of Russia. Crafted in 1874 by court jeweler Bolin, the tiara was among the Grand Duchess's most beloved possessions. However, during the Russian Revolution, its fate became uncertain, as it risked being lost forever. In a daring rescue mission, British antiques dealer Albert Bertie Stopford managed to enter the Grand Duchess's hidden safe inside Vladimir Palace, smuggling out at least 200 priceless jewels, including the Vladimir tiara. He ensured their survival. Eventually, the tiara was sold to Queen Mary, who wasted no time in customizing it. She commissioned Gerard to modify the design, adding 15 exquisite pendant emeralds, transforming it into the stunning piece seen in the royal collection today. Queen Elizabeth II later inherited the Vladimir tiara upon her coronation in 1953, and it remained one of her most cherished pieces. She wore it frequently throughout her reign, cementing its place in royal history. Another standout in the royal collection is the Cartier Halo Tiara, widely regarded as one of the most stunning pieces among the British monarchy's 50-plus tiaras. This tiara gained widespread fame when Kate Middleton chose it for her wedding to Prince William in April 2011. However, its history goes back much further. In 1936, King George VI purchased the Cartier Halo Tiara as a gift for his wife, the Queen Mother. The delicate design features a band of 16 graduated scrolls, set with 739 brilliant cut and 149 baguette-cut diamonds. Interestingly, the Queen Mother never wore this tiara in public. Instead, in 1944, she passed it down to her daughter, Queen Elizabeth II, as a present for her 18th birthday. Even then, the tiara remained largely unseen, only making public appearances when it was loaned to Princess Margaret and later to Princess Anne, who last wore it in the 1970s. After that, it disappeared from view, until Kate Middleton brought it back into the spotlight for her wedding at Westminster Abbey. However, this isn't the only tiara Kate has worn. The lotus flower tiara is another exquisite piece with a rich history spanning multiple generations of the royal family. Originally, it was not a tiara at all. In the 1920s, the Queen Mother decided to transform a diamond and pearl necklace, gifted to her by King George VI on their wedding day, into a stunning headpiece. Following royal tradition, the tiara was later passed down to a new bride. The Queen Mother gifted it to her younger daughter, Princess Margaret, ahead of her 1960 wedding to Anthony Armstrong Jones. Over the years, Princess Margaret was frequently seen wearing the lotus flower tiara, and it became one of her signature pieces. In 1960, the Queen Mother gifted the lotus flower tiara to her daughter, Princess Margaret, who cherished it as one of her most treasured possessions. Alongside her Poltimore tiara, the lotus flower tiara became a signature piece in Margaret's jewelry collection. However, the story of this exquisite tiara did not end there. In 1993, Princess Margaret passed the tiara down to her daughter-in-law, Serena Stanhope, as a wedding gift when she married Margaret's only son, Viscount Linley. After that, the tiara remained out of public view for nearly 2 decades. It wasn't seen again until 2013, when Kate Middleton, the Princess of Wales, wore it at a diplomatic reception. Since then, she has adorned the tiara on multiple occasions, including at the 2022 reception for members of the diplomatic corps at Buckingham Palace. Another tiara in the Princess of Wales's collection is the Strathmore Rose tiara. This piece was originally a wedding gift from Lord Strathmore to his daughter, the future Queen Mother, before her marriage to the Duke of York in 1923. Designed to resemble a garland of wild roses, the delicate diamond floral crown was created by the London-based jewelers Catchpole and Williams. Most recently, Kate Middleton wore the Strathmore Rose tiara at a state banquet honoring South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol and First Lady Kim Keon-hee. Meghan Markle also made history with her choice of tiara. On her wedding day in May 2018, she wore Queen Mary's bandeau tiara, a dazzling, diamond-encrusted headpiece crafted by Gerard. This tiara is a masterpiece, featuring 11 sections of pave set and brilliant cut diamonds arranged in a geometric design. The central element is a detachable brooch, composed of a large cushion-cut diamond surrounded by 9 smaller stones. Originally created for Queen Elizabeth II's grandmother, Queen Mary's bandeau tiara was designed to complement her collection of intricate and elegant jewelry. On Meghan's wedding day, the tiara was perfectly positioned atop her veil, securing it in place and adding a touch of regal glamour to her bridal ensemble. This particular tiara was a gift from the County of Lincoln to Princess Mary on the occasion of her marriage to the future King George V in 1893. It was intended as a symbol of enduring love and commitment. Decades later, in 1953, Queen Mary bequeathed the bandeau tiara and its central brooch to Queen Elizabeth II. However, the tiara remained in the royal collection, largely unseen, until the perfect moment for its reappearance. Another remarkable piece in the royal collection is the Belgian sapphire tiara. Queen Elizabeth II acquired this exquisite 19th-century sapphire necklace, originally belonging to Princess Louise of Belgium, 10 years into her reign. She later had it transformed into a tiara to complete a sapphire jewelry set given to her in 1947 as a wedding present by her father, King George VI. This set included a pair of sapphire pendant earrings and a choker necklace. Following its transformation, the Belgian sapphire tiara became a striking addition to Queen Elizabeth's collection, with its deep blue sapphires gleaming beautifully against the delicate framework of diamonds. The Queen frequently wore it at royal events, where it became a well-known sight. However, after some time, the tiara disappeared from public view and was believed to have been stored in the royal vault for over 2 decades. It wasn't until 2015 that the tiara made its return when Queen Elizabeth wore it during a state visit from Chinese President Xi Jinping and First Lady Peng Liyuan. Then, just months after the Queen's passing in 2022, the Belgian sapphire tiara reappeared when Queen Camilla chose it for her first tiara-wearing engagement in her new royal role. She wore it to a state banquet at Buckingham Palace in honor of South African President Cyril Ramaphosa. Without a doubt, the British royal family possesses one of the most impressive jewelry collections in the world, with pieces valued at hundreds of millions of pounds. However, a lingering question remains. Despite the undeniable value and historical significance of these jewels, why are certain members of the royal family restricted from accessing certain pieces? On July 29, 1981, Princess Diana married Charles, then the Prince of Wales, in a fairy tale-like ceremony watched by nearly 750 million people worldwide. To this day, many remember the details of the occasion, from her iconic wedding dress with its dramatic puffy sleeves to the record-breaking 25-foot train. But another standout feature of her bridal look was the tiara that adorned her head, adding even more glamour to her ensemble, the Spencer tiara. Diana's wedding dress was eventually passed down to her sons, Prince William and Prince Harry. But when it came to the tiara, there was uncertainty about who would inherit it. One thing, however, was clear. Neither Princess Kate nor Meghan Markle would be permitted to wear it. The Spencer tiara holds deep significance within the Spencer family, making it a cherished heirloom. It had previously been worn by Diana's older sisters, Jane and Sarah, at their weddings. Because of this strong family connection, Kate was not allowed to wear the tiara when she married Prince William in 2011. Instead, she was given access to another stunning piece, the Cartier Halo Tiara, which belonged to Queen Elizabeth II. Similarly, Meghan Markle reportedly wanted to wear the Spencer tiara for her wedding to Prince Harry in 2018, but Queen Elizabeth denied her request. Meghan ultimately wore the Queen Mary's bandeau tiara, a diamond and platinum piece that had belonged to Queen Mary. The Spencer tiara is not just a dazzling accessory. It is a valuable part of the Spencer family's history. According to reports, the tiara is worth over $500 million. Its origins date back to 1937, when it was created as part of a set of 19th-century diamond ornaments. The tiara was designed for Cynthia Spencer, the wife of the 7th Earl Spencer, and has been worn by Spencer women for generations. The tiara features intricate scrolls, stars, and trumpet-shaped flowers surrounding a central heart motif. It is further adorned with circular, rose-cut, cushion-cut, and pear-shaped diamonds, all set in gold. Sotheby's has described the tiara as an exquisite example of antique craftsmanship, while Diana's sons have inherited other items from their mother's collection. The Spencer tiara remains within her birth family. It is currently in the possession of Charles Spencer, the 9th Earl Spencer, who has maintained it as a Spencer family heirloom. There is ongoing speculation about whether the tiara will be passed down to Diana's granddaughters, such as Princess Charlotte or Lilibet Mountbatten Windsor, in the future. For now, however, it remains one of the most famous and historically significant tiaras in British aristocracy, one that neither Meghan nor Kate has been allowed to wear. The Spencer tiara became the property of John Spencer, Princess Diana's father, after the passing of Cynthia Spencer. Following John's death, the tiara was inherited by Charles Spencer, the 9th Earl Spencer. Although the tiara never officially belonged to Princess Diana, she frequently borrowed it for high-profile occasions. She famously wore it to a state dinner in Australia in 1985 and during an official visit to Portugal later that same year. After Diana's tragic passing in 1997, the tiara remained with the Spencer family and was returned to Charles Spencer. Recently, speculation has grown about whether Princess Charlotte, the daughter of Prince William and Princess Kate, will inherit the tiara. However, court jeweler Lauren Kiana has clarified that the Spencer tiara will remain within the Spencer family. Upon Charles Spencer's passing, the tiara is expected to be passed down to his son, Viscount Althorp, ensuring that it stays in the Spencer family for generations to come. Though the Spencer tiara is considered a stunning choice for any royal bride, it was never a contender for Kate Middleton or Meghan Markle's wedding day. This is because, unlike many other tiaras in the British royal collection, the Spencer tiara is not a royal tiara. It is a private family heirloom belonging to the Spencers rather than the Windsors. Even though Kate and Meghan have never worn the Spencer tiara, both women have honored Princess Diana by wearing some of her most treasured jewelry. From necklaces and rings to earrings and bracelets, the Princess of Wales and the Duchess of Sussex have been seen flaunting pieces from Diana's collection. One of the most iconic pieces is Diana's diamond and sapphire engagement ring, which Prince William used to propose to Kate Middleton in 2010. Speaking about his decision, William said, "This gesture ensured that Diana's legacy continues to be a part of the modern royal family, even if her beloved Spencer tiara remains within the Spencer lineage." Keeping a connection to her past, Kate recently shared during a visit to Wales that wearing Princess Diana's ring is an honor. While many recognize Diana's famous sapphire engagement ring, fewer people know about another cherished piece in her collection, the stunning aquamarine ring. After Diana's divorce from Prince Charles in 1996, her friend Lucia Flecha de Lima gifted her the elegant square-cut aquamarine ring. It was designed to replace her engagement ring and held deep personal significance for her. Following Diana's passing, the ring was inherited by Prince Harry, who later gifted it to Meghan Markle. Meghan first wore the piece publicly on her wedding day as she and Harry headed to their evening reception. Since then, she has worn it at various royal events, including tours and galas, adding another sentimental touch, Prince Harry Incorporated. 2 diamonds from Diana's personal collection into Meghan's engagement ring, making it even more meaningful. However, Meghan never wore Diana's tiara, and reports suggest that Prince William may have influenced her decision to avoid the Spencer tiara. Could these speculations hold any truth? Some believe that the pressures of royal life, influenced in part by the Prince of Wales, contributed to Meghan's struggles within the monarchy. Recently, she spoke openly about the personal challenges that led to her decision to step away from royal duties. Her experiences aren't just speculation anymore. Royal correspondent Robert Jobson's book, Catherine, the Princess of Wales, claims that members of the royal family were not entirely welcoming to Meghan when she joined. Despite not being able to pair any of Princess Diana's jewelry with her custom Givenchy wedding dress, Meghan Markle still dazzled in an elegant and extravagant way. She accessorized with Cartier diamond stud earrings, which were reportedly a gift from King Charles III. To complement her bateau neckline and long-sleeved gown, she also wore a Cartier bracelet featuring 3 distinct diamond cuts: Marquise, Princess, and Trillion. Although Meghan wasn't allowed to wear Diana's jewelry during the wedding ceremony, she made sure to include a special tribute at the reception. As she and Prince Harry made their way to Frogmore House for the evening celebration, she was seen wearing Diana's stunning aquamarine cocktail ring. The emerald-cut center stone, with its deep blue hue, perfectly matched her custom Stella McCartney halter neck dress. Meghan and Kate are also restricted from wearing certain royal tiaras, including the Indian ruby tiara and the pearl tiara. Another remarkable piece is the Vladimir tiara, a breathtaking creation featuring 12 teardrop-shaped gold sections adorned with rubies, diamonds, and pearls, set against a gold band with intricate enamel details. Originally part of the Crown's Indian collection, King George VI later added it to the royal treasury. The Vladimir tiara was one of Queen Elizabeth II's most beloved headpieces. She first wore it in 1953 and continued to showcase it throughout her 70-year reign. Her final public appearance in the tiara was in 2019 at a white tie event. Since then, the tiara has remained part of the royal collection and is unlikely to be worn again, as it is now privately owned by the reigning monarch. While speculation continues about these restrictions on royal jewelry, it's essential to distinguish fact from fiction and separate rumors from reality. Could there be a deeper strategy behind these new rules? One thing is clear. Whatever the reasoning, these restrictions seem to impact Princess Kate and Meghan Markle the most. Kate has long been admired as a royal icon, known for her impeccable fashion sense and her ability to balance tradition with modern elegance. Meghan, on the other hand, is recognized for her warm personality and talent for building connections. So why should these two prominent women be denied access to certain royal jewelry? What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. And before you go, check out the other videos displayed on your screen.